Yeah, no problem. It's my pleasure. So,
All right. I was telling Zell, I thought we'd, kind of run through all these utilities kind of one by one and, kind of a brief overview just for, I know some of it, might be repetitive to some of you all, but I think it could provide some benefit to any new investors that, might stumble upon this video and want to know some more. So I guess we'll get started with the wallet, Zell. How we doing? Or I guess can you provide us just a little basic description of the wallet?
yeah, I can. So basically, as most of you are aware, we have launched version 1 of the wallet, and version 2 with improved and overhauled user interface and user experience will be launched within the next few days. We might be able to finish it even tomorrow. We're not 100% sure, but there's a possibility that it could be launched tomorrow as well. We'll keep you posted via Twitter anyways. When it comes to the wallet itself, I guess I can give you a brief snapshot to what's different from other major crypto wallets and why we think it's useful. And I guess mm, we see it as maybe as an easy way to enter the world of crypto. So it's just like a regular web-based application, which can also be installed as a standalone mobile application. It's so-called progressive web app. Most tech people say that progressive web apps will eventually replace traditional mobile apps because they're basically easier to develop, and they can be installed in just a couple of clicks via your mobile device. So it's a web-based app. If you want to use the wallet, all you have to do is register with your email address, type in your password, confirm your phone number, where you will receive a text code. So it's due to security. We want to make sure that your funds don't get stolen anyways. And it's basically a hub for all things Reflecto, and on top of that, you'll be able to trade and import Binance Smart Chain tokens. I know some of our investor or maybe potential investor asked us about whether we will add Ethereum-based tokens. Yes, there's a possibility to do that as well. From a development standpoint, it is possible. Like I said, the current status of the wallet, that version 2 is being developed, actually being finalized as we speak, and there's a big possibility that it could be launched tomorrow at some point. But we'll keep you posted via Twitter and our other social media channel. Yeah, I think that's all when it comes to Reflector wallet in a nutshell. And
Were 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 there any
mhm.
features, Zell, that were left off of version one that you guys thought about that you can provide insight as to what might have been added that was left off?
We have added one more functionality, so you will be able to see your total balances in USD dollars. So it will be
Awesome.
just. So I think that's important, and then we have finalized and implemented that functionality. So yeah, that's new. Other than the completely new redesign, which is more in line with the new Reflecto branding. So yeah, that's the latest when it comes to Reflecto Wallet version 2.
Perfect. Awesome. All right. Well, how about the stablecoin RUSD?
Stablecoin RUSD. As for the RUSD, we have making some changes to the current contract, which will be launched tomorrow, I think. Actually, 99% will be launched tomorrow with improved security features, and we have made certain additional changes. When it comes to RUSD stablecoin, it's basically a coin with the ability, with the option to auto stake. So basically, you can add a pool via reflectousd.com web address, which was launched today, and that way you can stake and earn rewards, basically. So maybe we can compare it with more traditional staking features of, let's say, Cardano. So I guess if you want to stake Cardano, Cardano itself is volatile in nature. So obviously, if the price goes down, you can lose some of your investment. With RUSD, it's a little bit different because obviously it's a stable coin. And if you decide to add a pool for any other token which you want, which you would like to get as a reward, all you have to do is visit reflectorusd.com web address, create a pool, and basically you'll get rewards in those tokens. By default, it's Reflector token, but like I said, you'll be able to create a pool for other tokens as well. The current status is, like I said, that we are making some changes to the current contract, which will be launched tomorrow, possibly. And we see actually RUSD as a coin, as a stable coin, which will improve overall the Reflector ecosystem and will actually will eventually increase the price of Reflector. And we think it's a unique coin because, as you all know, especially crypto investors are familiar with other stable coins, which are just stable coins that are pegged to US dollar. So most of the time you're just using them to maybe convert your funds from some volatile token to a current one. And this one comes with an additional feature, and that is to earn rewards. Obviously, Reflector or any other token that you would like to add as a staking options by going to reflectorusd.com website that was launched today. So,
awesome.
Yeah, that's all when it comes to RUSD.
Yeah, so I think a crucial part of that a lot of people should understand is you touched on it is that this it's less volatile. Everybody wants to stake, but if you stake something that depreciates in value or can go up and down really quick, then, and especially if your funds are locked in the staking pool, then that could be a disaster later on down the road. So staking a stable coin just makes sense. And it is, I think it's my understanding that so the staking pools, like X crypto over here could come to RUSD and they could say, I would like to have a staking pool so people can stake in my token. And they would pay a fee to claim that staking pool, correct? And that fee goes to Reflecto's buyback and burn. Is that accurate? Is that how that works?
Yes, that's accurate.
Okay, awesome. Cool.
Yeah, so
all right.
Well, they can also find all relevant information in our RUSD white paper that's online on our website. So
Yeah.
I think everything is described in detail in that white paper.
Yep.
Yep. So I think that's a unique feature. So I think we're ahead of the curve when it comes to stable coins, anyways. So we just need to market it properly, and I think we will have a lot of advantage when it comes to using RUSD.
Totally. All right. How about the launchpad, Zell?
As for the launchpad, it's basically being developed as well, and it's an additional feature of the Reflecto ecosystem. It's not different than any other launchpad, as well as a decentralized exchange that we're also developing, and which will be launched soon as well. I know that it doesn't have many unique features, but we see those platforms as a way to benefit Reflecto. So the more people use Launchpad, the more people use DEX, investors will benefit from that, because eventually we will increase volume. Certain fees that are being transferred from all of those utilities will go to Reflecto itself, and in the end it will increase sorry about that, it will increase the price of our token in the long run. So I think it's a good investment. And I would like to add one more thing in regards to our utilities, is that we are on track to launching them with the set schedules. So basically we are not delaying anything, so we're just launching them the way we planned a couple of months ago.
That's phenomenal.
Yeah, exactly.
Awesome. Let's see. Last one, obviously, is the DEX, which you touched on.
Yes, yes. So yeah, it's important to note that when you use PancakeSwap, uh, those fees go to PancakeSwap. So if you want to use our decentralized exchange, then fees will go to Reflector, and therefore increasing the price of the Reflector token as well. So at this point, we don't have unique features that would set our decentralized exchange from other decentralized exchanges, obviously. But like I said, we see it as an additional component of the Reflector ecosystem. And if marketed properly and used on a daily basis, obviously, it will benefit the Reflector token by increasing the price of the token, because all of those fees will go to Reflector eventually. So yeah, that's our plan, at least for the time being. I know it takes actually developing all of those utilities takes a lot of time, and sometimes you need to make sure that everything works perfectly. And we'll come to the part where we'll add more features that will separate us from the rest of the crowd, especially in regards to Launchpad as well as a decentralized exchange. So we just need to take one step at a time, obviously.
Awesome. Awesome. Yeah. Well, it sounds like, all four of those utilities are eventually going to bring a lot of money towards the Reflecto buyback and burn, which should make every holder happy out there.
Yeah, exactly. I agree 100%.
All right. Well, the next question, the one you guys love to hear, what's going on with the marketing?
So our current marketing plan consists of hiring a social media manager, which will actually improve our overall social media presence, because we cannot juggle with multiple things at the same time. So that's our priority right now. And when it comes to marketing, we want to emphasize Reflector Wallet, because it's already launched, as well as the Central Exchange. So those two will be our key points when marketing Reflecto. We will restart Facebook ads. We'll post Instagram ads, KuCoin ads, and one of our community members, I think, suggested that we should translate Reflecto banners into multiple languages. Just so you
Yeah.
know, we have translated at least maybe 10 to 15, I'm not sure how many at this point, Reflecto banners to Spanish, German, Bulgarian, and many other languages. And if you guys come from a country that you think could be beneficial to Reflecto and would like to help us with those translations, feel free to get in touch with me, and I will provide you with content in English that can be translated in Indian, maybe Chinese, Japan, and then so on. At this point, we are doing research when it comes to different markets, and see how should we, and we're still determining how should we target different Facebook and Instagram ads. Obviously, we just don't want to scatter them everywhere. We just want to focus on certain key groups, key markets, and place them there. Obviously, when it comes to Facebook ads in particular, we have had, I think, a lot of success, at least driving a lot of initial investors from Facebook. So that helped us a lot, and we would like to restart those ads and make them more appealing, and make them how shall I put this, more simpler in terms of content. So people who are not familiar with crypto in some more complicated terms, we want to present them in a way that would feel natural for people to invest. Okay, so you saw a Reflector ad, you might consider, well, this sounds like an interesting option. Maybe I can invest in RUSD. Obviously, you'll have to buy Reflector first if you want to invest in RUSD. But we want to emphasize that point, that you can earn passive income, obviously, not just from Reflector token now, but also from RUSD as well. So I think those two tokens go hand in hand now. We we also have a big announcement maybe for today, but Mason will tell you more about it, actually in more detail. That's your part, Mason. So you have to be as detailed as possible. So we have signed an agreement with DigiFinex, a Singapore-based centralized exchange, and the exchange will list the token. I'm not sure what the exact date, but I guess you have the papers with you, Mason, so maybe you can tell us more about it.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's a big announcement, and I think that that exchange will help us a lot when it comes to pushing marketing agenda for Reflecto, because obviously they have a lot of daily volume, and a lot of crypto trades occur via DigiFinex, and they will also be able to provide us with a certain kind of tokenomics. But I guess Mason, you can go into more detail in regards to that centralized exchange.
Yeah, absolutely. Be happy to. So yeah, DigiPhoenix, at first when Vlad told me about it, wasn't too familiar with them. Did some research, and they they appear to be a pretty awesome centralized exchange. Actually, took some notes this morning at what they what they were currently offering, what they did in volume, and the past 24-hour volume was 2.5 billion. To put that in perspective, Bitmart's volume was 3 billion for the same time period. So obviously, 2.5 billion in volume is nothing to shake your head at. That's a lot of volume, and even if we can just get a portion of that that volume, it'd be great. And like Zell said, the opportunity for exposure is great. Looking at my notes here, I want to say they have 335 tokens listed on the exchange currently. Bitmart has 585. So basically, I kind of like that they have less tokens listed, because it kind of gives us an opportunity to be, more in the spotlight. But they're getting 2.8 million weekly views compared to 809,000 weekly views from Bitmart. So they're getting the views, they're getting the traffic, the volumes generated. Interesting that CoinMarketCap actually has them ranked 49th out of the exchanges. So they're a top 50 exchange, and that's based on daily trading volume. So they've got, I was able to do some research. They've got the lowest withdrawal fee out of any centralized exchange, which is phenomenal. And they've also got a flat fee model for your trading fee. Visa, MasterCard is accepted. So anybody that possibly was having issues with Indicoin, this could be another option for you to use Visa, MasterCard. Another cool thing that I found out about them is that they currently, for payment, they accept 28 different types of fiat for payment. If you look at Bitmart, they only offer 2 different types. So, this, gives us the potential to reach, a broader, range of investors. So overall, I mean, I just, pretty impressed with DigiPhoenix. They're ranked on CoinGecko too. They do a trust score analysis, and DigiPhoenix actually ranked, I think it was, yes, 21st out of all the centralized exchanges. They scored a 9 out of 10 in terms of trust score. So I just can't reiterate the fact enough that I think this exchange is going to be huge for us Reflecto holders. They are offering a form of tokenomics. We will explain in more detail what that entails. One thing to note that that everybody here is going to like to hear is that 3% of there's a 3% fee on every transaction. That fee is going to be used for Reflecto buyback and burn. So I did just a quick, basic math on it. Say our daily volume was $100,000. 3% of that is $3,000. So $3,000 over the course of a month, because the buyback and burn will be paid on a monthly basis. So it'll accrue, and then it'll be paid, and then it can be used for buyback and burn. So $3,000 times 30, that's $90,000. So if you take $90,000 and you buy Reflecto at the current price, it gives you 30 trillion Reflecto for buyback and burn. So this project's 4 months old, barely over 4 months old. So if we could reach 100K in daily volume and be burning 30 trillion tokens a month, that's 120 trillion tokens in 4 months, basically. So, I think that's huge news for any investor here. Everybody wants to see the total supply go down, and this is a good way to see it depleted. So, I think that's all I got on the SEX, guys. Just excited about it. So, I think from there, Zoe, we pretty much touched everything. We can roll into some questions. I've got the ones that were submitted here online.
Yeah, we can. And I think I want to mention one more thing before we move on to the questions. We're also working on a new website, so brand new design. So it will be more in line with our overall branding, and we just want to improve that as well. Yeah.
Awesome. Stoked to see that new website and the new wallet. It's both going to look great.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, let's see. Questions here. I'm going to start these in March here. First one I got in March, it's a little dated, is how's Vlad? Hope he's okay. So I think we know he's okay by now. Hopefully he's taken a little more rest than he was before. Let's see. How is the progression of iMenu? Will it allow fiat payments and take a percentage for Reflecto/RUSD? Some restaurants have a QR NFC tags on tables for ordering. That order platform takes 15 cents or 0.5% of the value as a fee for service. Will iMenu be the same?
Our main focus when it comes to iMenu at this point is to implement Reflector as a payment option first, and then we can proceed with implementing new features, which obviously require more work. However, I think that's a good idea, and we will definitely include it in the list of upcoming features for the iMenu first. But like I said, one step at a time.
Yeah, absolutely. All right. What types of percentages can we expect to earn from RUSD?
Well, in terms of percentages, I'm not sure that it's. It really depends on your Reflector holdings, and there isn't anything fixed in that regard, I think. So basically, the more Reflector you hold, and you will obviously be able to buy more USD and therefore increasing your rewards. So
yeah, and I think the staking pools too are going to be dependent on your bag holding and stuff, obviously, and how many people are in that particular staking pool. So I think that's kind of a hard question to answer. You can see the percentages though on the RUSD white paper. And also in Telegram, if you just type in RUSD taxes, it'll pull up, the current, tax schedule and stuff like that. That kind of gives you an outline of, the fees and what they're used for.
Yeah, exactly.
Let's see. Since RUSD is auto-staked, would we have to pay a fee to withdraw our funds aside from the tax fee?
No, just tax fee. So for both buy and or sell, you'll have to pay the
Yep.
tax fee only. Yeah.
Чего говоришь ты?
All right, let's see. Is it possible to get a hint of what the second support token will be and what time frame are we looking at for its release?
No, unfortunately, we don't have more information. I mean, we cannot reveal more information at this point because it's being worked on, and we'll provide you with more information in due time. But it will be released according to our official roadmap that's placed on our website. So we'll keep you posted when we have more relevant information, and obviously we will announce it on all of our social media channels, and we'll create a press release for that. So yeah, it's still early for that.
Yeah, I can't drop all the juice. Other tokens would like to copy. So
Yes,
gotta keep some cards to ourselves.
yeah, we have to save something for later. So
Yeah. All right. Let's see. I know you may have been asked this question over and over again, but are there plans to do a blockchain? Such and such token just completed an almost free blockchain, and it made me think that Reflecto, with a great dev team, should have been first with a completely free blockchain and possibly the fastest. We have another token who also is proposing the same. It will be the survival of the fittest, and those with the best utilities will continue for years to come, and I want Reflecto to be that one also. Hope you don't mind the question again, and thanks for the hard work.
yes, we'll probably release it eventually, but it's still too early to talk about that, considering that we have a lot of utilities on our plate at this point. We want to make sure that those are perfect and 100% working, and they're generating volume before we proceed to doing more complex stuff, such as creating our blockchain. But it's definitely in the pipeline, for sure. And I know that it's important for us to maybe have our free blockchain, but I guess it's still too soon.
Yeah, well, I think a lot of people would love to hear that probably. So I think you just made a lot of people happy, Zell. So just saying there's a chance, is
Yeah,
nice
of
nice
course.
to hear.
Exactly. So we just need to focus on what we currently have on our plates, and once we finalize that, we always have great ideas, and we'll make sure that we implement all of those. So far, we have managed to fulfill our end of the bargain. So far, so we'll see how it goes from here. But like I said, creating our blockchain is a possibility for sure.
Awesome. Great news. Let's see. Do we have a list of projects to use on our Reflecto launch platform? My gut tells me that, it's probably a little too early to have a list of people, but,
Yeah, it's still too early, but we'll have that pretty soon.
Same thing, the next one, do we have a list of other cryptos planning to use RUSD as rewards? Say we probably need to get it launched to the public first before those discussions. What do you think?
Exactly. Yeah, that's too early as well to talk about that. But hopefully there will be more cryptos that will promote RUSD. So we'll see.
Yeah, which kind of ties into the next question. Are there any plans for partnerships with other cryptos so they promote RUSD instead of USDT or BUSD? I would think that's a big goal of you guys to eventually get some projects out there that want to reflect in, RUSD.
Yeah, it's a big goal, and we need to actually analyze it in more detail before we make any kinds of partnerships and talk to relevant people. But it's I know it sounds easy, but it's easy until it's not. But we'll see.
Gotcha. Okay, let's see. If RUSD gets listed on a SEX, does that not, or if it gets listed on a SEX that does not support tokenomics, is the 0.25% that buyback and burn Reflecto, will it still work? So
Most likely. However, when it comes to launching tokens on centralized exchanges, it's a bit more. It's not as black as white in those terms. It really depends on technical possibilities of that centralized exchange, and it really depends on the other side as well. So, but it's a possibility for sure that it will stay the same. So,
awesome. There was in the white paper, there was a note for RUSD that said, the 3% for liquidity could be, reduced or removed at a later point. I think that fee is, to, obviously in the initial stages to, to stabilize the coin. Do you have any insight on that?
Not at this point, but I guess it can be modified easily in terms of recreating certain contract aspects to accommodate that feature. So I think that's possible.
Awesome. All right, let's see. I think that's it on the questionnaire here. See if we got anything on Twitter. Somebody asked me if I'm famous. I'm not famous, so I must have a doppelganger out there.
I think we have more questions, in regards to Reflector wallet. I'm not sure if you managed to compile those, so maybe we could cover those questions as well.
Yeah. Let me pull those up. Well, I did a form for Reflecto wallet, and it's got no questions in it. So let me think off the top of my head what some of the wallet questions were that I think I sent those to you actually, Zell. Did I send those to you?
Yeah, I think you did. I'm just looking over them, so maybe I can just copy paste them to you as well, so you can read those questions as well. I guess there are a couple, 4 or 5 questions.
I think I think I might have them here actually. Yeah, you might have to copy and paste them.
Yeah, there was one question in regards to SHIBA burn update. So I guess, 4 questions in total in regards to Reflector wallet as well as SHIBA burn update. So I guess we can cover those questions as well.
Okay. Yeah. So the first one is, will the gasless wallet support gasless transactions for tokens other than Reflecto? Example for EGC, SHIBA, BUSD, or any other BEP20 token.
That feature itself, gasless features are not dependent on the Reflector wallet itself. So certain token, if you want to send it gaslessly, it needs to support meta transactions, also known as gasless transaction. As long as the token supports that, you can use Reflector wallet to send gasless transactions. So yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So basically, and I've tried to do this before too. You can try to Google, which tokens support meta transactions, and you'll find some lists. It might take a little digging, but and then I think a lot of new tokens that are coming out are starting to support meta transactions. I think I think it's something of the future for sure.
And RUSD also supports meta transactions, so you'll be able to send RUSD gaslessly.
Awesome. Let's see. Will the wallet support gasless transactions for ERC20 tokens?
Yeah, that feature can be implemented. Like right now, you can only send Binance Smart Chain tokens 20. However, there's a possibility to add those tokens as well, and we will add them eventually.
Awesome. Let's see. Will the game use the stablecoin to be the main currency?
First, Reflector token will be used initially. However, we'll add RUSD at a later date for the game.
Awesome. So, I'm pretty much a pro racer, so I'll be taking, people's RUSD and Reflecto. It's going to be great.
Yeah, great.
When is the next Shiba Burn update?
The next Shiba Burn update will happen within the next few days, I believe. Vladimir is taking care of that, so we'll let you know our social media accounts, and we'll post a message on Telegram as well, just to stay up to date. Yeah, but within the next couple of days, the next Shiba Burn will happen for sure.
Awesome. One of the questions I remember about the wallet that somebody proposed to me that we've actually discussed, I just want to make sure everybody knew it. When you sign up for the wallet, you have your email and your password, and then there's another page where you have a second password. And on this current wallet, I believe there wasn't a way to change that second password unless you kind of just deleted everything and started all over again, correct?
Yes, we might need to reconsider that strategy, because right now when you create your first account and you are prompted with the screen to create your first wallet account, obviously, other than your regular profile, and then you need to save your private key as well as account password, which is important for you to unlock reflective functionalities. And you were saying that we should have a ability for users to update their account password, which is not related to their profile password, correct?
Yeah, exactly. A way to update it, and then a way to view it from inside the wallet, I think would be a very functional feature for users.
Yeah, we'll add that, and I guess we could also add ability to update profile information as well, such as your maybe email address if you want to update it within the current wallet, and change your Reflector wallet password. That is not related to the account password, because those two are different actually.
Yeah, awesome.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, the second password is actually used to just unlock Reflector API calls, Reflector functionalities, and that's implemented for the security, so you don't lose your funds. And yeah.
Awesome. Well, that's it from that list of questions, and I can't think of anything else. So I guess we can move over to the Telegram.
I think also I noticed that people mentioned that we need to post regularly on Twitter, Facebook, and so on, retweeting daily. Just to give you a quick update in regards to that, our designer is currently working on a couple of Twitter posts, which we'll be posting regularly on social media platforms. So that's in the pipeline. And there's one suggestion that we should invest in a social media manager. We need to generate hype. I agree 100%. So that's our plan currently. I think I mentioned that when we started this AMA. So that's the plan for sure. And I guess one investor asked us, when are we going to approach or surpass levels of November record highs of the Reflector token? So it's a tricky question for sure. I'm sure you agree with me, Mason. So you never know. We'll probably improve the price for sure, as long as we continue to work diligently and keep our promises of launching those utilities when we promised to launch them. I think those are the most important aspects for a certain crypto project to be successful in the long run, at least.
Yeah. I've said it before. It's a marathon, not a sprint. It's few and far between that you find a project that just 1000x's within a couple months. So Reflector has taken all the right steps. They're completing utilities, designing utilities that are designed for buyback and burn, which is the ultimate goal. And then also too, I can't say enough. This centralized exchange, has the ability to bring a lot of eyes to Reflecto and put us in the spotlight. So I would expect some big increases from just being listed. So we need to do our part too. When the time comes to get the word out to everybody as a community, we should be out there, supporting this news, pushing it, and letting everybody know, hey, we're on a centralized exchange, tokenomics, all the good stuff. So yeah.
Yeah, we have been promising to list a token on some centralized exchange, and it's happening finally. So it takes time, but like it's the first, I'd say, one of the first major milestones for Reflector.
Yeah, it's huge. Great news.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. Somebody asked in the chat what the new exchange is called. DigiPhoenix. Somebody responded. Bear with me, guys. Just trying to scroll through here. And the listing date is supposed to be April 1st. And also there's a little competition that they're doing. I can't. I just found out about the competition today, so I can't verbatim provide you all the details. But what I will do is I'll provide a link into the Telegram after this, and you guys can see there's like a competition for top 20 people that are trading Reflecto on the centralized exchange after it lists. And then there's also some staking pool opportunities in there. So I'll drop all the information to you guys after this is over. Let's see. All right. This one person has recommended that. Nope, never mind. That was spam, and they got deleted. Never mind. So, anybody else out there in Telegram got any questions you want to submit? I think most of the questions are related to the centralized exchange, which we've touched on that. April 1st. There's a form of tokenomics included. The exchange is called DigiPhoenix. A daily trading volume currently of 2.5 billion in the past 24 hours.
Yeah, I guess we can post the link to the listing with more information on Twitter after we finish this call, and people will familiarize themselves with the trading pair, time of opening deposit, trading, withdrawal, and so all the relevant information in regards to DigiPhoenix. So we'll post that on Twitter when we finalize this call.
Awesome. MicroBeast said Discord needs some love out there, guys. So as a community, maybe we can give them some love, and whatever else can be done on the Reflecto side to support MicroBeast out there.
Yeah, for sure. And thanks for the support anyway. So we'll do our best. We cannot neglect our other important channels, including Reddit, obviously Telegram. Telegram is the most popular, but I think Discord has its own charms as well. And I think in my opinion, maybe it's organized in a better way.
I think Discord is honestly organized in a phenomenal way. But to each his own.
Yes, that's correct.
So was there anything on the Twitter? I know you posted something on there, Zell, about questions.
Let me double check. I think I have posted a tweet today in regards to questions. We may have a couple of questions on there, but I think we have already answered a couple of them today. Let's see. Okay, everybody and their grandma is putting out a DEX. What will make Reflecto's DEX unique, making people want to use it over another? Like I said, it's an additional feature of the Reflecto ecosystem, and when people use our DEX, it will help Reflecto token overall. So the same goes for Launchpad and any other utilities. We just want to make sure that we save those fees for our community, therefore increasing the price of Reflecto, obviously. And I think there's one more question. I would like to know more about how RUSD staking will work, and will there be a max or minimum amount you can buy and stake? I think we have covered this question as well. There aren't minimums or maximums amounts. It really depends on your bag size. So there isn't like some sort of fixed fee. The more Reflecto you hold, you'll be able to get more rewards from RUSD as well. You guys can also test out reflectousd.com platform to see how it works, and you'll find more information in our white paper as well. And obviously, if you have any concerns, issues, you can get in touch with me, Vlad, or even Mason. We'll provide you with more information as well.
Yeah, and I think just to touch back on the features of the DEX on that previous question, like Zell said, the main goal right now is to take the fees away from some of the other projects out there like PancakeSwap and stuff like that. But if you look at this whole thing and how the ecosystem works, I mean that's what's going to be beneficial to us current investors, and it's also what's going to be beneficial to an investor on the outside that's looking in, that now says I can invest in this token, I can buy, and I can do everything with their utilities, and it feeds back into my initial investment. And then I was talking to Zell about it earlier. Features can be added down the road. There's obviously other things that Reflecto would like to incorporate in some of these utilities, but the priority right now is obviously getting the utilities out, making sure that Reflecto meets the deadlines that they promised its holders, and going from there. Still very early. So anyway.
Yeah, so yeah, that's about it. So, and also you'll also get Reflecto when you hold RUSD. So basically that's about it in a nutshell when it comes to RUSD. So basically a Reflecto is a default reward for RUSD. And on top of that, you can stake it to earn additional rewards in multiple other tokens.
Awesome.
So let me check if we have any more questions on Twitter. No, I think we have. Oh, let me check some other Twitter posts. There may be a question or two on our official AMA announcement. Okay, people are asking us to post this AMA on Discord after we finish it today. We're gonna do that. Actually, we'll post it on YouTube, so we'll share the link on Discord as well. Yeah, that's about it when it comes to questions. I'm not sure if anything else is posted here on Telegram. I'm not sure if that's all.
Yeah, no, I haven't seen anything on Telegram. Do we want to, are there any listeners out there that want to speak?
I have a question.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I just got in. I kind of got in late, but I don't know if you guys spoke about this already. But I was wondering, are we going to be trying to list on smaller exchanges like Wi-Fi or verify. I can't even say the other second one.
So the question is, will we list on, any of the DEXs that are coming out, any of the decentralized exchanges?
Whatever we find beneficial, and that's an option for sure. We don't discriminate in terms of listing the token. So basically, the more exposure we get, it will be beneficial. So if it's a valid and 100% working DEX, we can sign up for it and list the token. So yeah, so the answer would be yes, obviously.
Yeah, and I think too, it probably behooves us, to as some of these decentralized exchanges, come out, to let them kind of, do their thing for a little bit and, make sure that everything is, working as planned and stuff like that. So,
yeah.
I have a question. When are we expecting our reflections from our USD?
It will come rather sooner than later. We need to just finalize those a couple of those contract features we talked about earlier today, and it should happen real soon. So I think we may be able to provide you with a definite answer tomorrow when we launch the revised contract and open it for public, obviously.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
all right. Anybody else?
Going once, going twice.
I probably joined a little bit late. You guys probably already spoke about this, but what are our marketing strategies?
In terms of marketing strategies, like I said, we're going to be restarting Facebook ads as well as PooCoin ads. We'll be translating content, actually, different kinds of Reflector banners into multiple languages. We're doing research when it comes to different kinds of markets worldwide. And like I said, it will be useful for our community to help us with translating those banners into multiple. We have already done a lot of work in regards to that. Hiring a social media manager to improve our social media channels, LinkedIn, Facebook, Twitter, obviously. Mason is doing a great job when it comes to our Telegram, Discord, and so on. So yeah, that's about it in a nutshell. Our key focus when it comes to marketing is Reflector wallet, especially version 2, and RUSD token. So we just kind of want to play with that aspect of our upcoming marketing efforts. So yeah, that's about it in a nutshell.
Thank you again.
We have obviously talked more about it 30 minutes ago, so I guess you can also put this video on repeat, and you'll find more information for sure.
I apologize. I got here late. I just want to know, are we able to buy RUSD now?
You'll be able to buy it starting tomorrow, March 25th.
That's all I want to know. I'm just ready. Thank you.
Yeah.
I guess, do we have more questions?
I got another question, if possible.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Are our BUSDs getting replaced with our new RUSD? I wasn't sure if that was spoken about.
No, it's not getting replaced. Reflector token rewards stay the same. RUSD is a different beast, so to speak. You do get Reflector token as a reward from RUSD, obviously, but initial Reflector token rewards stay the same. BUSD, SHIB, as well as EVERGROW.
I have one
Are
more
we looking
question.
to change those anytime soon?
Are we going to change
Like
those
EVERGROW
rewards,
The tokens that reward us right now.
No, there are no plans in regards to that, at least for the time being. But I think I mentioned this multiple times during our previous AMA sessions that it is always a possibility, because if we find certain token beneficial to Reflecto, we'll be more than happy to make that change if it benefits all of us, obviously.
Is there any new updates on the Reflecto gaming?
The game is almost done. We're expecting it to be released sometime in April. I think, yeah, but it's being close to it's being close to being done.
Are we able to get any sneak peeks?
Well, I'll need to get in touch with our game developers first before I can answer that question. And,
Okay.
yeah, that's a possibility for sure. I think it will help us a lot in regards to marketing. So I think, yeah, I'll make sure that it happens real soon.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Is the game going to be a multiplayer game online or a single player game situation?
Multiplayer game, and it will be online. So we'll provide you with more info before we launch the game with the exact release day. And yeah, like I said, game preview may be coming real soon, because it's almost done. And guys, just please don't mind if I don't sometimes provide you with 100% accurate information, because sometimes my plate is full of development work, so I just sometimes I may not be as efficient with providing you a lot of information, because obviously I'm just I cannot juggle multiple fronts sometimes, of course.
Keep up the great work, though. And I just want to know, are you guys going to post the AMA later on? I kind of got here late, and I just want to hear the whole thing over.
Yeah, we'll post it, I'd say, maybe in about 1 hour or even maybe less, because I think Telegram needs to generate this video first. So it takes about 15 to 20 minutes to most, and I'll post it to YouTube after, as soon as I get to with you.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
All right.
Do we have more questions, maybe?
I don't have a question, but I have I would like to see you guys on Todd Hart's crypto, Eyes on Crypto, maybe like CEO Corner or something like that, I think it's called. I don't know if you guys would want to be on that channel on YouTube.
Yeah, why not? Can you maybe share the link with me so I can take a look at it with me or Mason?
Of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, send it over to us and, take a look at it.
Thanks. Any more questions, maybe?
Going once.
Any updates on like the SafeMoon swap? Are you guys planning on making like a partnership with them?
We have submitted the form for SafeMoon swap, and we're waiting to hear from them. Hopefully, it will be soon. We'll keep you posted.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. No more questions, I guess.
One more question. Will you be auditing RUSD with any third party?
Sorry, I didn't catch that. Could you just repeat the question?
Will you be auditing RUSD contract with any third party auditor?
I think we should, but we haven't really given much thought in regards to that because we were busy working on polishing up the contract first. But yeah, that's a possibility for sure, and I think it will be useful to make the whole project legitimate. Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. I guess if we don't have more questions, we can conclude this AMA. And
Yep. We appreciate everybody being here.
Yeah, guys, again, I want to thank you for your support. Thanks for asking the questions, and we'll talk soon. I guess we'll organize another AMA soon as well.
Cheers, guys.
Bye, guys. Thank you.